The biggest opportunity in the aftermath of the Arab Spring is our chance to partner with the democratizing states and inspiring peoples of North Africa. The number one threat is the erosion of security institutions. Since the revolutions, institutions in several North African states have eroded considerably, while a continued culture of suppression threatens the legitimacy of others. If security situation deteriorates further and state collapse commences, major threats to NATO member states may emerge, such as the creation of a refugee crisis, increased illegal arms trafficking, and the formation of bases for militant groups. The challenge therein is formulating a coherent set of policies that mitigates the risks of instability while embracing the opportunity to forge lasting partnerships. Our memo touched on a variety of issues under the umbrella of restructuring the Mediterranean dialogue and partnering with other institutional actors. But today I'll focus on what should be NATO's three highest priorities: working with emerging governments to reform and retrain their security apparatuses, taking advantage of opportunities to engage Arab youth, and helping the Arab League to build its own peacekeeping capabilities. Though the Arab states may not appear to be headed toward a worst-case scenario situation, lessons of history indicate that NATO cannot wait for security to deteriorate. If we augment, train, and reform the Arab security sector, we can preempt future crises now. NATO should offer to send security training personnel to Arab states or to set up training centers within existing NATO facilities. Training should be extended to the civilian sector, especially to border guards and police throughout the region. With local government approval, NATO should also engage in direct dialogue with security institutions in Libya, Egypt, and Tunisia, offering counseling on country-specific security issues. Facilitating healthy civil-military relations should be our general goal, ensuring that security forces at all levels understand their role in the democratic setting where human rights are the top priority. We must take advantage of this window of opportunity by pushing for the creation of strong and independent oversight over the security apparatuses. Aid to security services must only come with increased oversight, as we must make it clear that in a post-Arab Spring North Africa, our loyalties lie not with the military or leaders, but with the people. Lastly, the new state bureaucracies, including the security sector, need new personnel as they reshape their corrupt image. As part of a wider transatlantic need to engage Arab youth, security reform gives NATO the chance to bring a new generation to the table. In the context of the recommended training programs, NATO should require a certain number of its police and security trainees to be under the age of 25 as a way of facilitating youth involvement in governance. In addition, NATO should work with the EU to expand its Youth in Action program to North Africa. The Arab Spring generation who demanded change will be an active player in shaping the future, and NATO and the EU and its allies should start engaging them today. NATO alone cannot be expected to contain future security in the region, which remains unstable. We may not be able to foster the legitimacy or funds to launch humanitarian or peacekeeping missions whenever necessary. With NATO's help, one actor, the Arab League, can become a credible guarantor of regional security, fostering a sense of local ownership over future challenges. NATO should help the Arab League strengthen the Joint Defense Pact and its charter. NATO can offer its advice in terms of prioritization, asymmetric conflict, human rights concerns, technical issues, and peacekeeping missions. Interoperability is key. NATO should advise officers from Arab states on how to best facilitate collaboration. NATO can do so by offering to supervise and occasionally participate in war games and military exercises that are vital to the Arab League's success. The risks and opportunities loom so large that NATO cannot afford to wait and see how the North Africa region emerges from the current uncertainty. Our security demands that we engage now, for our fiscal and our physical security, and for the future of the entire Mediterranean. We must aid North Africa in its quest for reform. We need to help build the Arab League's capacities so it can address the challenges effectively and with a sense of legitimacy. And lastly, we must invest in the seeds of North African partnership by engaging their youth now, as our future is undeniably linked with theirs. Thank you.